And with that, we can start round 3. Number 1 versus number 12. We have Huey Lewis and the News versus Chi. Now, I know we just saw Chi in that last match there, but what do? I screwed up the order a little bit, but in the end, every monster is going to fight every other monster one time. So, really, it doesn't matter the order that we do the matches in. We could do entire gauntlets of monsters where it's just Huey Lewis versus this guy, Huey Lewis versus this guy, Huey Lewis versus this guy, and then just continue like that all the way through the tournaments until all of his matches are done, and then go to the next monster, and then the next monster. We could do that, but that would be boring. Let's mix it up a little bit. Huey Lewis starts off with Heaven Pierce, misses though. Chi responds with a Horn Strike, a second Horn Strike, slowly whittling away Huey's health. Horn Strike missing this time. Sledgefall, however, landing. The Desert Beetle here getting hammered. Responds with a Flying Press though. That one lands. Huey Lewis has been smushed. Gets mad about it. Goes for a kick. Misses. Still angry though. Guts regen. Still pretty fast. Drill Shot lands. Crits. Minus 21 guts to Chi. But is that going to be enough? Huey Lewis still has to land another move. But Chi takes the initiative. Goes for a Flying Press. Misses, but that doesn't matter. Or does it? Because Chi only has 950 health. It does. Chi takes the victory by just a little bit. Just 3%. And we go on to the second of the best of 3. Will Chi take it in 2, or will Huey Lewis take a victory here and make it go to 3? Spiral Dive missing. Hammerfall lands. Huey Lewis doesn't want to lose again. Yes, Huey Lewis believes in the power of love, and that will get him through. Huey Lewis getting angry though. Goes for a Final Blade but misses. That's going to cost him a lot of guts. Still has a little bit of anger to build up that guts loss though. Flying Press lands at 39%. Spiral Dive misses. Huey Lewis gonna be able to use one more move here. Goes for a Laser Sword, lands it, crits, 452 damage at the last second. Huey Lewis gets a KO. Look at that. What am I reading in chat? It's hip to FBs. I'll take your word for that. Here we go. Huey Lewis versus Chi. Starts things off with a Final Blade. Crits. More than half of Chi's health is gone within the first 10 seconds of the match here. Chi gonna have to do a little bit of work to catch up now. What sort of moves will he try? Flying Press misses at 36%. Hammerfall lands. Chi really falling behind now. Goes for another Flying Press. Lands it this time. Needed a crit there. just to sort of stay in the match. But Huey Lewis has the guts, has the health. Does Chi have the time to be able to do something here? Has the guts, goes for a spiral dive, misses though. And there we are. Huey Lewis gets his first victory of the tournament here. And making the Hanger Daddy proud. Block that there. Drop that there. Okay. And with that, we're on to the next match. 13 versus 11. Dodge! Versus Sakamoto. It would help if I brought this up. Okay. Oh, wait. No, hang on. We gotta load this one. Because this is the proper dodge. So to answer your question from earlier, Serena. Yeah, sorry. Getting caught up in the tournament here. Hell is doing alright. She's not here with me. Sometimes she sleeps on the bed behind me, but she's not doing so now. If anything, I bet she's sleeping in front of one of the heaters, because it's been pretty cold recently, and we have the house temperature bumped up a little bit. So the heater's going a lot, and she likes to sit right in front of one of the registers. But here we go. Dodge versus Sakamoto. Also, Bob, don't think I missed you there. How's it going? Half Elvin, nice to see ya. We're into the second match of the third round here. A Worm Wall versus a Shogun Warrior. Knockopolis missing, but so did Lightning Bolts, so Thunderbolts rather. Thunderbolt again lands this time at 37%. Wow! 2/3 of Dodge's health is gone. That is a heavy hitting move, but it has to land for Sakamoto, and when it does, wow. Screech misses at 82%. Soundwave. This one lands, piercing the non-existent ears of our Shogunite. Lightning lands, and Dodge is KO'd. Sakamoto taking the first of the best of 3. And we go right into the second match. Dodge starts things off with a couple charges. Dealing just over 200 damage with those two. Not too bad. However, Thunderbolt lands. And again, Dodge, brought down to less than half of his health. Goes for an angry screech. Misses. Thunderbolt misses this time. Dodge has an opportunity to try to catch up here. Goes for a couple of charges, misses. Soundwave lands that one. Lightning lands it. 290 damage. Didn't KO Dodge this time. Will Dodge use a heavy hitting move? Needs something like this. 2 knocks. Misses at 66%. And Sakamoto takes it 2-0. Oops. I misclicked. Actually, that is another option. Is you could play on mobile if you have a smartphone. Although, yeah, I guess you could play on mobile and still have the save file somewhere, so I'm just not too sure what it would look like. Anyways, Ultimate versus Gluto. So many cats. Does everybody here have a cat? There's so many. Everybody's saying, I got a cat. Oh, actually, and before we forget, that was Sakamoto beating Dodge. Where is it? Right there. Yeah. Except that's not Dodge. That's that was Chi that I put that X on. There we go. I'm good. I'm good at this. Don't mind me. Alright. There we go. Gluto, the only not optimized monster in the tournament. Or rather, the least optimized monster in the tournament. Tries to start off with a rolling press, misses. Ultimates, misses the frantic beam. Another rolling press, misses. I-beam, misses. One of these combatants is going to have to land a move here. There it is. Frantic Beam lands 396 damage. Gluto down to about a fifth of its health. What is it going to do to catch up? Can it catch up? Perhaps with a crit rolling press? With a crit diving press? Body press? No? Anybody gonna do anything? Ultimate, you have 99 guts, you want to do anything? Gluto takes the initiative, goes for a body press, but misses. And yeah, that's the first of that match. Ultimate taking the first of the best of three. Belly attack, misses. Gluto. Now at a serious disadvantage that he already kind of had, but now it's even bigger. And even bigger. Ultimate sitting at 99 guts. What's it gonna do? Goes for a maximal beam. And one hit KOs Gluto, but Gluto grits! He's back! The ultimate comeback of the century! Incoming! Oh, just kidding. Maximal beam lands again, this time crits, and I think Gluto is injured. Nope. Ultimate wins that one. to nobody's surprise. I'm not trying to be mean, but unoptimized monsters just do not do too great in these tournaments. That's why I insisted. That's why I said, hey man, are you sure you don't want to max stats on Gluto? And the rancher said, nope, it's fine. Gluto, I believe in Zillas. Oh, whoopsies. Not what I wanted to do. The rematch of the century. Ultimate versus Gluto. The rolling press. Lands, actually. Wow. But this match is already over. Actually, you know what? We'll just speed through it instead of giving up. Oh. Look at that result. Alright. I misclicked and we went into the battle again when really it's supposed to be Tiny Timber versus Justicia. Justicia is number 9. Alright. Tiny Timber going up against another log chopper. Although not really, because why would you use a sword to chop a tree down? You could do it. In fact, I've seen animes where it's been done. Here we go. Tiny Timber versus Justicia. Justicia tries to chop the log. Does not work though. Fire Spike lands. Minus 39 guts. A little bit of damage. Justicia getting mad about that, as he should be. A tiny wooden doll just hucked a flaming head at him. Who wouldn't get mad about that? Dash Slash misses. Fire Juggler now. Lands it. Again, more guts gone. More health gone. Justicia gonna have to do something. However, Tiny Timber goes for a Raki combo. That one misses. Justicia has a little bit of an opportunity here to do something big. What is it gonna be? Goes for a Rolling Slash. That is a heavy tech, but Tiny Timber gets out of the way of that. Tiny Timber ends things off with a Fire Spike, lands it. Justicia could not land a move. Tiny Timber takes the first of the best of 3. Wind God Sword, also known as Blast Shot, I believe. It's been renamed in hard mode. Fire Spike misses. That angry Fire Spike would have taken away all of Justicia's guts. Not that he had a ton at the moment of that attack, but cut in 2 lands. Decent amount of damage for a basic tech. Raki combo misses again. Tiny Timber only has expensive moves here, so if his attacks miss, it costs him a lot. Rolling Slash lands. Tiny Timber now down to a fraction of his health. This is the polar opposites of what happened last match. Tiny Timber goes for a Fire Spike, misses. And there we go. The exact opposite of what happened last time. Justicia untouched. Tiny Timber feeling a little torn up as we go to the third of the best of 3. Combatants building up guts. Justicia going for a home run, misses though. Couldn't quite get it over the fences. However, does follow up with a Wind God Sword. Tiny Timber misses the 98%. That is huge. That Curse Dance costs 80 guts. For it to miss is a huge loss against Tiny Timber. That's that wasn't a 99%. It wasn't a 99% miss. But it was a 98% miss, and Raki combo continuing to miss as well. Wind God Sword lands again. Tiny Timber getting his guts with it, getting his health taken away. What is he going to do? Goes for a fire juggler. Lands it. Doesn't crit. And just barely, by less than 30 HP, Justicia takes the victory. Look at that. After not being able to land a single attack in the first match, Justicia comes back to win 2-1. Alright, let's see here. Duplicate layer. Justicia versus Tiny Timber. There we go. Alrighty then. On to the next match. We have Famine versus Clothesline. Yeah, 2% luck of the year goes to Tiny Tim. Famine. Bone Dragon. Clothesline. Tiny Robot. Who will win? So far, Famine able to squeak a couple victories. Actually, no. Famine is 1-1 so far. Whereas Clothesline is also 1-1. I don't know. It's still really early in the tournaments. It's not really much points in saying, hey, 1-1, 2-0. Clothesline does start off with that arm cannon. Famine responds with a bite. Clothesline kicks. Famine lands the Inferno. Chars Clothesline. His already black robot body is singed a little bit more. Combatants building up guts. Both of these monsters have fairly slow guts regen. However, Famine removing Clothesline's guts even further, making him get angry. Will Clothesline be able to build up enough guts to be able to use in a move and then be able to hit something and win? Unfortunately, it does not look like that is the case. Famine taking the victory with about twice as much health as Clothesline. Clothesline starts off with a fist missile. Yeah, when you're angry, you're more likely to get hit. It's kind of like in real life. You know, you let your emotions rule you in a match, be your downfall. What else could be a downfall is missing all of your attacks. Famine goes for Devour. Clothesline. Over 300 damage dealt. Inferno again, this time missing. Clothesline. Falling behind here, needs to land something soon. Could be anything. Gets a low kick. Crits and gains the lead. Clothesline by a fraction of a margin manages to win. And we're going to 3. I don't know why I clicked that link, Jack. I don't know why I clicked that link. I'm in the middle of hosting a tournament here. I shouldn't be clicking links. Fist Missile lands, crits, causes Famine to get angry. Fire Breath does over 52 withering. Just over 100 damage. And both combatants angry. However, Famine lands another Fire Breath. Clothesline just does not have any guts now. Just no guts at all. Famine lands a bite. That fist missile right off the bat might have actually doomed Clothesline. It caused Famine to get angry. He used his fire breath a couple of times. And now Clothesline doesn't have any guts. Well, now he has some guts because he built it up. But Heavy Chop misses. And that'll be the final nail in the coffin for Clothesline. There's not enough time to build up guts for either of these combatants, so we won't see any more moves. And there it is. Famine taking the best of 3 as Clothesline gets roasted. No rematch. Let's see here. Clothesline got roasted by Famine. Yeah, right there. Okay. On to the next match. 4 versus 7. C-Word versus Princess Tiny Feet. Would help if I actually moved to the EPSXE window. Alright. Here we are. The questionable S-word, the questionable C-word versus the Venture Brothers homage. Who will win? Princess Tiny Feet misses a kiss, and C-word doesn't like that, lands a violent shell dealing over 300 damage. Princess Tiny Feet gets angry at that, and look at those guts go! Goes for an angry lifesteal, but misses. C-word lands a numbing stab. Princess Tiny Feet goes for a bang, but misses that one. Lightning lands. That is a Withering Tech. Takes 35 guts away, but Princess Tiny Feet gains that back very quickly when she's angry. Violent Shell, again, this time landing and dealing a lot more damage. Squidward! SpongeBob! Ah. Goes for a last second lifesteal, but misses. Would that have been enough? Maybe not. C-word untouched Princess Tiny Feet down to just a fraction of its total health. But that is only the first of the best of 3. What will happen next? Princess Tiny Feet starts off with a ray. C-word getting mad that it finally got hit. High kick missing at 70%. Numbing stab. Starting to even things out here. Soundwave X missing. That is a hit tech. Violent Shell lands at 45%. Takes away a nice chunk of guts and health from Princess Tiny Feet. She's going to have to do something big here. Goes for an angry bang. Misses at 48%. Still has guts, though. Princess Tiny Feet. Kick. 75 damage. Kick again. 95 damage with the crits. Goes for a third kick. C-word. Electric stab. Misses. Soundwave X. Misses, but that hardly matters. Princess Tiny Feet's not able to kick her way to victory. See where it takes it 2-0. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's not right. What am I doing here? That was famine that I put that on. There we go. There. Now you guys can see the graph that I was working on. All right, let's see. Is this the last match? Yeah, this is the last match of round 3, 5 versus 6. We got Gil versus Shockwave. Swimming Cat versus Cold Hair. Biologist and Cronius Nightmare. Gil doesn't have a ton of intelligence, but it is 420 intelligence, so not too bad. Not that he needs it. He only has 2 moves, both of which are power-based. Shockwave, max stat, and Hares have decent moves. They have really decent moves. They just have to land them and use them. Shockwave lands the high kick. Crits, 318 damage. Gil only has moves in the 3rd slot there, so he builds up guts pretty quick. 1-2 punch lands 63 damage. Goes for a diving press, lands it at 49%, 276 damage. That flattens Shockwave. Goes for another diving press, this time. Wow, goes for 2 in a row, and Shockwave continuing to dodge, looking further and further away from his opponent. Lands a Kung Fu Fist, though. Gil has a lot of work to do. Gonna have to pull out a crit flail or something. However, Shockwave goes for a spin kick, runs the clock a little bit. Gil does not have enough moves to make use of that hurry. Also, hi to Riva. Wish you were here, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. 6. All right. Gil and Shockwave. Gil needs to land... I think Gil needs to land a flail. That is his winning move. Diving press is okay, but it's not doing a ton of damage. Even after that, he's still not ahead. Gil uses diving press again. Shockwave goes for a 1-2 punch. Basic tech. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but very accurate. Not likely to miss. Spin kick, however, does miss. 46% miss, to be accurate. Or inaccurate, I guess. Here it is. Gil goes for the front stroke, the breast stroke, the best stroke. Shockwave now down 700 health. Gil goes for a final flail, and Shockwave is KO'd. All tied up in the best of 3 to end off round 3. Let's see who pulls away here. Diving press lands 186 damage. Dragon kick crits 480 damage. Blink and you miss it, folks. That kick is fast. First time seeing it, too. In this tournament, I mean. High kick. Misses. Diving press. Also misses at 50%. Gil still has enough guts to use some more moves. Just needs to get into that third slot to use them. More diving presses. This time it crits. 272 damage. Gil is still behind, though. Will he be able to build up enough guts to be able to use another move and win? Shockwave. Kind of stockpiling guts here. Goes for a big bang to run the clock. Lands it. And 409 damage. Didn't quite see what that battle ability was, but it doesn't matter. The clock is 0. And Shockwave takes it in the third match. There we are. Oh, wait. There we are. There, that's where that belongs. And that's where that belongs. Okay. So, having a look at the tournament grid so far after 3 rounds plus 1 match. Of course, Ultimate and Tiny Timber have that extra match. Everybody else has 3 matches so far, and it looks like C-Word is pulling ahead by quite a bit here. Yeah, don't sleep on Nightons because they are good. Very good. Ultimate's also doing very well. 3-1 at the moment. So far, 2 combatants have 3 wins. When we get to round 7, that's when everybody will have the same amount of turns, or the same amount of matches played. So, that will be then, but this is now. It's round 4, and we're starting things off with Sakamoto versus Huey Lewis. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do bonus matches. As fun as they are, we're already just over 2 hours into this. We're not even halfway through. We're not even a third way through the matches yet. And then I'm still doing an elimination match, or elimination tournament directly after this. So, yeah. Huey Lewis starts off with a kick. Sakamoto. A very heavy hitter. If he lands any of these moves, it could be devastating to Huey Lewis. Thunderbolt lands. It's an angry Thunderbolt too, so Huey Lewis taking away a lot of guts, a lot of health. And again, 440 damage this time. Huey Lewis sitting at a fraction, a sliver of its total health. Huey Lewis is going to have to believe in the power of love, because he is really falling behind here. Legend Pulse misses. Sakamoto dealing a little bit of damage to himself there. Come on, Huey Lewis. Pull out the big guns. Use something big. Heaven Pierce at the last second. Crits, 339 damage. But that's too little, too late. Sakamoto takes the first of the best of 3. Write that down. Huey Lewis starts things off with a Heaven Pierce. Sakamoto responds with lightning. Short circuits Huey Lewis a little bit, and Sakamoto takes the lead. 16-player max stat turning takes 10 hours. Yeah, only if it's best of 3. Last year when I did the New Year's tournament, it was just one and done. It wasn't best of 3. And I managed to wrap up the round robin, I think, in about 6 hours. But that was with 7. Or no. Jeez. That was that 16 or 17 entries? That was 16 entries. Huey Lewis lands a hammerfall. Sakamoto. Very mad. Not angry anymore, though. Calms his nerves. Goes for a thunderbolt. Misses. And Huey Lewis ends the match with a sledge fall and a KO. We're going to 3, ladies and gentlemen. Sakamoto lands the Legend Pulse. Causes Huey Lewis to get angry. Gorsh! Huey Lewis lands a kick, making Sakamoto angry. Sakamoto goes for another Legend Pulse and lands it again. Minus 99 guts. You've seen it here. Legend Pulse is devastating when it lands. Not just in damage, but also in withering. Lightning misses. Huey Lewis has an opportunity here, goes for a Heaven Pierce, misses though, and that'll be the final move of the match here. Not enough time to build up guts and use another move. Sakamoto taking it in 3. All right. Sakamoto's right there. Okay. Next match, 12 versus 10. Chi versus Gluto. Yep, would help if I did that. All right. We have the unoptimized Zilla versus the mostly optimized Kotrakot. The Scarab Beetle. The Beaklin Bajarl. Which, I gotta say, it looks fantastic. This looks like such a cool monster. Body press lands, flattening Chi. This might not be the flattening tourney, but we have seen a lot of squishes. Chi goes for a horn strike, misses. Gluto, building up guts, goes for a rolling press. Misses at 45%, but does run the clock a little bit. Belly attack, misses. Horn strike, misses. Chi, gonna have to land a move here, otherwise the unoptimized Zilla might actually walk away with a victory. Chi is flattened, takes a while to get back up. Also, the battle special anger procs, running the clock a little bit more. Gluto manages to take the first match of the best of 3. Will this be Gluto's first victory? Goes for a belly attack, lands it, crits, 128 damage. Chi lands the horn strike, 168 damage. This match would be very close if Gluto had maxed health. Chi goes for a dive assault, misses. Horn attack though. That lands 257 damage, causing Gluto to proc power. Are we going to see a power body press? Yes! But no, it misses. But we could see another one here. Could see another one here. It's not power though. Okay. Punch. She ends things off with one punch to the gut. That... I mean, that sucks, but at the same time, at least you're excited to see what sort of rare monsters you have, right? Here we go. Gluto, starting things off with a rolling press. Misses it, though. Chi, building up guts. Goes for a Horn Strike. Lands at 198 damage. Another Horn Strike. Misses at 50%. That is a 50-50. That's a coin toss. Not all of those are going to land. The Flying Press does land, however. The whale is flattened. And that is the tail of the whale. Chi manages to win 2 in a row in order to win the best of 3. Oh boy. Gluto loses to number 12. Here we go. There we go. 12 and 10. Nice. Next match. Dodge versus Justicia. Alright, let's see. Dodge is on memory card 2 because I screwed that up. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. And Justicia is number 9. Oh yeah, Grim, if you're not on the Monster Rancher Discord, follow the link there. It's where we all hang out. It's where we talk about upcoming tournaments, talk about memes, Monster Rancher stuff, all the Monster Rancher games, not just Monster Rancher 2. And we joke around a lot. Yeah, it's a bit of a silly place sometimes. Wind God Sword landing crits, 350 damage. Dodge. Gonna have to do a little bit of work now to make up for that. Soundwave lands, 108 T damage, 180 damage. Wind God Sword lands again. Dodge. Not able to dodge, ironically. Does yell at the suit of armor, though. Welcome to Monster Rancher. This is the wall screaming at a suit of armor. You're welcome. Screaming again. 81% and it misses. Justicia has enough guts to do something. Goes for a slash combo, but misses that. The piercing sound wave lands, but that's not enough. Oh! And that does damage. Justicia taking the first of the best of 3. Justicia steps out of the range of the screeching sound. Not sure how that works, but Screech does land this time. Starting off the damage in this match. Charge lands. Air Shot also lands. Dodge has a small lead halfway through this match. Rolling slash now. That does land. Cuts the wall in half. 376 damage. Slash combo. Again, missing. Screech lands, but that's not going to be enough. Does proc anger, but hey, the time is out. You can you can go to your corner, Justicia, and be mad. Or go to the locker room and be mad, or wherever the monsters go between matches, because this match is over. Justicia walks away with a victory, 2-0. There we go. And there we go. Okay. You have to make a 5-hour drive later? Oh man. That sucks. I'm no stranger to 5-hour drives, man. They're not fun. But we're hosting a tournament here, so let's get back to the matches. The ultimate weapon versus clothesline? Yeah, clothesline. We didn't have this match already, did we? It feels like we did, but that I might just be thinking of Huey Lewis. Hang on, let's take a look here. Clothesline has not faced the ultimate weapon yet, so I am just imagining things. Here we go. The ultimate weapon versus the tiny robot. Clothesline starting things off with a fist missile. Able to get a little bit of a lead here. Frantic beam though, gonna crit over 300 damage. Clothesline has a little bit of work cut out for him, especially after getting hit by another frantic beam. Less than half his health now. What is Clothesline going to do? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Goes for a yo-yo. Lands it. Minus 27 guts. Not bad if this was against another slow guts monster, but this isn't. Ultimate has an incredible guts rate regen. Or guts regen rate. Clothesline. Has the guts. Goes for a punch. Lands it. 100 damage on the dot. But that's not going to do it. Ultimate takes the first of the best of 3. Clothesline starting things off with a huge burst cannon. It crits and gets Ultimate angry. That's going to hurt Clothesline. Minus 47 guts. Ultimate still has that huge guts regen. He's not angry anymore, but he still has the guts from before. Clothesline falling behind now. Needs to land something bigger than a punch if he wants to try to win this one. Ultimate building up guts. Has the guts advantage. Goes for a frantic beam, but misses. This is Clothesline's opportunity. Might be the last chance of the match. Goes for a punch. Crits, 132 damage, but that's not enough. That's 557 health to 554. Clothesline, you have to use a move. He does not. That is so close. 55.7% to 55.5. Ultimate takes it 2-0 That doesn't get much closer than that, ladies and gentlemen. You don't see that too often. There we go. Clothesline loses to Ultimate. Yeah, Ultimate and C-Word definitely pulling the head of the pack here. Ultimate only having one loss. But that's a future match. That's a match that shouldn't have happened yet. That loss. Next match. Tiny Timber versus Princess Tiny Feet. The match of the Tinies. Okay. Tiny Feet, Tiny Timber. Let the match begin. So I did check in a little bit on Jack's streams to watch him raise Princess Tiny Feet. And he raised her. He raised her legit, so far as I know. I don't know if you changed any moves. I don't know if you maxed the stats. I think you might have added battle specials, but yeah, no, Princess Tiny Feet, one of the few monsters in the tournament that was raised legitimately. And Tiny Timber, on the other hand, is completely, almost 100% not raised. And I say almost 100% because I had to send him on a couple errand trees, and that was it. Princess Tiny Feet tries to chop wood with her heel. Tiny Timber responds with Fire Juggler. Princess Tiny Feet down to about half her health. Tiny Timber has the guts. Goes for Fire Spike now. 67% lands. But Princess Tiny Feet stands right back up, gets angry, and is really Formula 1 guts rates with that angry. Tiny Feet with that upskirt shot. Oh my. Come on, here we go. Princess Tiny Feet goes for a bang. Lands it. Doesn't do enough damage though. Tiny Timber goes for another Fire Spike. Misses this time. Princess Tiny Feet just getting enough guts at the last second to use a move, but didn't have enough time to decide what to use. Tiny Timber takes the first of the best of three. This could be a close match. This could be a very close match. Princess Tiny Feet just needs to land some moves here. And if Tiny Timber misses some moves, we've seen what happens when Tiny Timber misses moves. Does not work well for him. Princess Tiny Feet lands a bang, even though Tiny Timber had max guts. Really working against the odds. However, Fire Juggler crits and nearly KOs Princess Tiny Feet. She gets mad. And rightfully so. That's an angry lightning now. Tiny Timber goes for another Fire Juggler, misses this time. That would have been it for Princess Tiny Feet. She goes for a bang, misses. Princess Tiny Feet needs something. Lifesteal. Giga Ray, crits. Bang, crits. Or get hits by Curse Dance and KOs. Tiny Timber takes it 2-0. Let's see. There it is. And 7 and 2. There we go. Rigged, says Princess Tiny Feet's Rancher. It's not rigged, Jack. It's just another jobber. That's it's the I don't know which Monster Rancher god you pissed off, but you are forever cursed to only raise jobbers in tournaments, it seems. It's a damn shame. Because I know how much work and effort you put into raising your monsters, so Famine versus Shockwave now, 3 versus 6. Famine starts things off with Inferno. Minus 36 guts, and okay amounts of damage. But Shockwave is angry. It's gonna increase his guts rate regen. Goes for his own withering tech. Sort of. It's a basic tech, but it does more withering than anything else. 1-2 punch. Misses. Yeah, that's what it is. Jack traded a world record for good tournament monsters. That makes sense, actually. Kung Fu Fist misses. Kung Fu Fist misses again. Famine sitting comfortably in the lead here. Shockwave gonna have to land something that deals a little bit of damage. However, Famine runs the clock with that last Inferno and takes the first of the best of 3 here. Blue Rabbit, Bone Dragon. Who's gonna win? Second match. Inferno again. Great start for Famine. Minus 40 guts. Over 300 damage. Shockwave now has to work to win. Combatants building up guts. Shockwave lands the Dragon Kick. Doesn't crit, but it does put Shockwave in the lead. Famine misses a Dragon Punch. Combatants about the same guts, about the same health. Whoever lands the next move, if at all, will determine the match. Shockwave lands a bang. Famine gonna have just enough time to build up guts for another move. Goes for Fire Breath. Doesn't crit. Doesn't do enough damage. Shockwave taking the second in the series. And we are going to 3. Oh boy. This is a close matchup. Dragon Joker, Hair Tiger, third match. Starts off with an Inferno. Again, 49%. Over 300 damage. More than 30 guts gone, but Shockwave is angry. That's actually going to work in Shockwave's favor here. Build up some guts. Get that guts advantage. Goes for a 1-2 punch. Misses at 66%. Ooh, this is close. Keep rubbing my hands together. Spin kick. Lands. Doesn't crit. And doesn't even the score. Shockwave is still behind. Famine goes for a flying combo. 39% miss. Shockwave. Again, another chance to try to catch up here. Goes for a Dragon Kick. Misses at 46%. That is going to be it, I believe. Shockwave, don't think he has enough time to build up enough guts, but that doesn't matter anyways. Flying combo lands. And that is the final nail in the coffin for Shockwave. Just that little bit of withering off of flying combo was enough that Shockwave couldn't build up enough guts. And Famine takes it in 3. Close match though. That's one of those matchups where it could go either way at any time. Definitely the more interesting matches to watch. That's entertainment. Yeah, that Inferno really getting lucky on the coin flips there to land almost every time. And that's not me being biased. That is a fact. You know, you flip a coin enough times, you're bound to get the other results, but those Infernos, man, always at 49%. Here we go. C-Word versus C-Bound. It's Gil versus the Knight and Middlener. Michael Phelps and Robot Nautilus. Futuristic Nautilus? Alien Nautilus. Ooh. Alright. Let's go. Gil has two moves. Diving Press and Flail. The Breaststroke and the Swan Dive. Goes for the Diving Press but misses. C-Word also missing his Night and Ink. Goes for a Violent Shell though. That one lands. Nearly half of Gil's health is gone. Gil does have one thing going for him, I think. Soundwave X landing, critting. I was about to say, because Gil only has moves in the third slot, it builds up a lot of guts. Night and Ink misses. And what happens when you build up a lot of guts is that you get... Yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, because Gil, even with that guts advantage, did not land a single move. When you build up more guts, you're more likely to hit moves, you're more likely to dodge moves, and you take less damage. So, if Gil can just build up a lot of guts and then go ahead with a 99 gut flail. Oh, there's the flail. Missed at 68% though. C-Word. Yeah, C-Word could sweep the whole thing, or it could lose in round 7 to Tiny Timber. We'll have to see. I think I know the result of that one already. Gil, not able to land any moves for the second match in a row. See, we're just slowly plucking away at its health. Gil dodges the Violent Shell. Gives him a chance to use another move, but he walks right past slot 3. And C-Word takes it 2-0. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, sorry. I'm thinking of Ultimate, not C-Word. Oops. Yeah, C-Word could sweep this whole thing. It could happen. We've seen sweeps before in tournaments. Done by Nitans as well. There we go. Hashirama able to sweep the Heroes and Heels tournaments for the Heels team. Yeah, at least there's no jokers this time. But that'll do it for the 4th round. 5th round. About to get underway here. Yeah, I think after this round, we'll take a break. First break of the tournament. So let's start things off here. Let's hurry it along. Huey Lewis versus Gluto. Hi, cat. Don't meow at me. What's up? Huh? You look so confused. I don't normally hold you like that, so that's probably why. Ah! It just jumped out of my arms. And she's got sharp claws, too. Ow. Huey Lewis versus Gluto. Huey Lewis misses the Heaven Pierce right off the bat. Gluto does have speed, but he doesn't have a ton of power. Goes for the belly attack, does just over 100 damage, gets Huey Lewis angry. It's going to make this scratch more likely to hit. It does, just over 100 damage again. Huey Lewis, though, goes for a laser sword. That one misses. Rushing punch as a side stroke. Yeah, I could see that. Or like when they push off of the I don't know what you call it. They push off the side of the pool and they kind of like Superman away. Rolling press misses. Huey Lewis has to land something, anything, in order to win this. Goes for a sledge fall, misses at 39%. Gluto gonna walk away with a victory in the first of the best of 3. Huey Lewis does have a chance to redeem himself here, but it's gonna be a bit of a little bit of work. He's got to win 2 in a row now. So all he has to do is land a move in 2 matches, and he should be able to win. Here we go. Neither opponent's able to hit each other. There is the sledge fall, though. 481 damage, procs the power. Will Gluto be able to do enough damage with any of his moves to bring this back to even? Gluto still has power. I kind of want to see the power body press, but I don't know if we'll see it today. I mean, we saw one earlier. But power body press can KO the monster that uses it. Or any kind of self-harming attack can KO its user if power is procced. Huey Lewis, with that sledge fall, able to nearly KO Gluto. Sledge fall misses this time. Scratch also misses. Heaven Pierce misses at 49%. It's going to cost Huey Lewis because that does cost quite a bit of guts. Belly attack lands. Gluto now in the lead. Huey Lewis angry. Goes for a laser sword, misses. Oh, keep that anger, get that guts up, because you are going to need it. Belly attack lands. Headbutt also lands. Oh, geez, Huey Lewis gonna have to land something, and it's gotta do damage. Do something, Huey Lewis! No! Huey Lewis not using its guts, not able to land an attack. Gluto takes its first victory in the tournament. Oh. You hate to see that. You hate to see somebody raise a monster. Put heart and soul into raising it. And then to be defeated by a monster that isn't optimized. There we go. Sorry, Stardust. It's okay, Stardust. It's a game. No need to go to any extremes here, bud. I think hangars just... I don't think they're in... It's all for fun. We're not, there's no prizes. There's no nothing to be won here. But we're going on to the next match. Sakamoto versus Justicia. 11 versus 9. The battle of the Durahans. So, who's gonna walk away with the victory here? Because Sakamoto has the Heavy Techs and Legend Pulse, whereas Justicia has more of a balance of moves. In fact, let's take a look at the grid here for a quick sec. It looks like they're even. They're 2-2. They're 2 wins, 2 losses apiece. So, yeah, I don't know. This could go either way. In fact, I think this might be a very close match. Sakamoto starting things off with lightning, lands it. 236 damage. Good way to start things off. Justicia getting mad. Good way to start things off for him. Gonna build up some guts. Gonna use an attack. 47%. Lands it. And minus 38 guts from an angry rolling slash. Follows it up with a dash slash. Sakamoto gonna have to do a lot of work to try to catch up here. Sakamoto has enough guts to do something now. Hits Justicia. Misses the cut in 2. Sakamoto misses the Thunderbolt. I think Sakamoto's at the disadvantage here because he probably won't be able to do enough damage to be able to catch up. Well, let's see. Thunderbolt lands. Wow, 374 damage. If that had crits, Sakamoto might have won that one. But we do need to do best of 3. And that's only the first. So, Justicia taking the first. And we're on to match 2. Oh, maybe. Sakamoto might be skinny. And that might be causing him to take more damage. Maybe. However, the Thunderbolts did land this time. Actually, yeah, half Elven, that's probably the best way to look at it. He doesn't have a shield, so of course he's taking more damage. Both combatants angry at each other now. And for good reason, they keep hitting each other. Here we go. Sakamoto lands the lightning and gets the KO. Justicia is down. It's 1 apiece as we go into the third match. Oh boy. Sakamoto and Justicia. Turns out these two are closer than I thought. And I thought they were close already. But these combatants really putting on a good show for us here. These swordsmen with their sword play. Sakamoto needs to land something here. What's it going to be? Justicia misses a home run. Sakamoto still building up guts. Wants to go with a really heavy-hitting move here. And there it is. Legend Pulse lands at 61%. Doesn't crit, but takes away a ton of Justicia's guts. Now Sakamoto has another chance to use another heavy-hitting move. Goes for Thunderbolt, lands it at 66%, 469 damage, and that is it. The heavy-hitting Sakamoto wins 2 in a row to get the best of 3. What's the score looking like? We're actually going to see the grid right now as we list Sakamoto as the winner there. Let's see. Duplicates, and Sakamoto won against number 9. There we go. There. And that is the most up-to-date grid with all the matches that we've had. Yeah. We're only halfway through, or we're not even halfway through round 5. And it's looking like Seaward is going to walk away with a flawless victory here. It could change. He hasn't faced Ultimate, who's also doing very well in the tournament. He hasn't faced Famine, who's surprised. Actually, yeah, Famine. Wow. Bit of a sleeping dog there, or I don't know, what's a bit of a sleeper agent? Don't sleep on Famine is what I'm saying here. He's 3-1, so. But yeah, Clothesline not doing particularly well. JP, sorry. Here we are into the next match. It is Chi versus Clothesline. Actually, yeah, JP, you came in just at the right time. If you're still here. Here we go. Chi, the mostly optimized Beaklin Bajarl. Clothesline, also mostly optimized Hanger Monel. And I say mostly optimized because he has just 1 HP missing. And that's it. 998 when it could have been 999. Flying press to start things off. Lands it. That is a flat, tiny robot. Clothesline. Gonna have to do some work here to try to even things up. Goes for a Heaven Pierce. Misses at 62%. That is gonna cost. Clothesline. Chi, building up guts. Goes for a punch. 114 damage. Second punch, 98 damage. Napalm shot, lands. Not a ton of damage with that hit tech. Or is that a special tech? I might be confusing. I haven't raised a hanger in a little while. Especially not one with napalm shots and arm cannon. Punch, misses this time. Lands that time. Ooh, Clothesline had 60 guts right at the last second while he was in final blade range. Don't know if that would have gotten him the victory. But it surely would have been better than not using a move at all. Who is going to start things off? Clothesline goes for a napalm shot, misses at 71%. Chi now has some guts. What's he going to do? Goes for a flying press, misses at 36%. Not going to land this time. Clothesline. Chi gets hit by a final blade. Crit! More than half of Chi's health is gone. And Clothesline's guts are nowhere to be seen. They're all gone. Used up 60 guts to use that move, and it paid off. However, flying press starting to even things out. I believe that Chi is behind. Clothesline could possibly win this, except the horn strike lands, and I think Chi just pulled ahead there at the last second. Yes. 43.8% to 37.9. Chi wins 2-0 against Clothesline. Yeah, that last second bonk is what did it. Clothesline. Only winning one match. Whereas Chi is sitting at 3-2. Alright. Next match is going to be 13 versus 7. Dodge! Versus Princess Tiny Feet. Alright, Jack. It's time for the Princess Tiny Feet's Pixie to go up against the wall. How will she fare? I almost exited for some reason. I'm not sure why I would have done that. Alright, I think... Let's take another look at the grid here. Dodge is currently 2-2. Princess Tiny Feet is 1-3. Dodge has been doing okay, whereas Princess Tiny Feet needs to make up for some losses here. Needs to end this losing streak. Princess Tiny Feet gets yelled at by a wall. And Dodge gets out of the way of a heel raid. Soundwave misses, piercing the ears of everybody listening, including the host. I don't like that sound. It's not a great sound. That Soundwave. Dodge still missing his attacks, only landing that one move. Screech. Princess Tiny Feet manages to get the lifesteal off and is back to being in the losing position. Oh, except after that bolt. This match keeps going back and forth. Princess Tiny Feet ahead by just over 200 health. And Dodge does not have enough time to build up any guts to use another move. Princess Tiny Feet able to lifesteal a victory. Yeah, if she didn't lifesteal there, that might have gone the other way. There we go. Princess Tiny Feet, kick. Dodge, charge. Another charge. Combatants using their basic attacks. Oh, Princess Tiny Feet going for a kiss. Has she landed a kiss this tournament? I think she has. But more often than not, she has been missing with that. Misses the bang as well, and Dodge screeches. Or not screeches, but, you know, pierces the ears of Princess Tiny Feet. More charges coming out now. Mega Ray lands. Doesn't crit, but brings Princess Tiny Feet closer to evening this match out. 15 seconds left. Goes for a bang. Lands it. Bangs the wall. 300 damage. Dodge. Gonna have to do something pretty big here. But Princess Tiny Feet takes the initiative. Goes for another bang. It misses, but that doesn't matter. She ran the clock. Princess Tiny Feet wins 2-0 against Dodge. All right. You know, sometimes it's sometimes you notice when moves miss more than when they hit. I guess it really depends on what kind of move it is. Like when you miss a really accurate move, you remember that. When you hit a really inaccurate move, you remember that. But Kiss, like, it's not super accurate, it's not super inaccurate, but it just does not seem to be landing that much here. Next match here, 14 versus 6. Jack, you just missed Princess Tiny Feet banging a wall and stealing its life in order to win. 2-0 against Dodge. How did you just miss that? What is with your luck that you managed to just miss your monsters match in the 5th round here? Oh, boy. Oh, my throat's starting to feel a little scratchy. But hopefully we'll be able to finish the tournament today. You saw the ending? Okay. Well, that's the important part. It is Ultimate versus Shockwave. They didn't have what you wanted, so you had to go get a different one. Yeah, understandable. Maxed out monsters. Let's take a look at the grid here. Ultimate, so far, 4-1 with the extra match. Shockwave, 2-2. Who is going to win here? Ultimate only has moves in 2 slots. Shockwave only has moves in 3 slots. Shockwave starts off with a big bang, misses. Ultimate, building up guts, goes for a beam shower, lands it, crits, getting Shockwave angry, manages to land another beam shower. Ultimate, even without anger, getting to 50 guts first. 1-2 punch. Just over 60 damage. In fact, 69 damage. Nice. However, Ultimate is lasering Shockwave into submission. This is not looking good for Shockwave. Shockwave not able to land a move. Except for 1-2 punch. I better write that down. There we go. Here we go. Ultimate starting off with a frantic beam. Misses. Another frantic beam. This one lands. Minus 25 guts. A little bit of damage. Shockwave. seems to be... This is an uphill battle for Shockwave. Because there's a Dragon Kick. That's going to do well. Shockwave has to dodge these attacks, but Ultimate builds up Guts so quickly that the accuracy of those moves goes up so quickly. Shockwave goes for a Spin Kick, lands it, doesn't crit, but that is running the clock. I don't think Ultimate has enough time to use a move, and it doesn't. Shockwave is going to bring this to 3. Shockwave tries a Dragon Kick, misses. Ultimate uses Frantic Beam and lands it. This could be the beginning of the end for Shockwave. Although we have seen it before. Shockwave landed that Dragon Kick in the last match, and that pretty much secured its victory. Spin Kick lands. 191 damage, not enough to even things out between the two of these opponents. Shockwave getting Fury procced, however, doesn't have enough guts. Ultimate lands the Frantic Beam. And Shockwave not able to come back from this. Ultimate has too much guts. Moves hit too hard and take away too much guts. Ultimate walking away victorious against Shockwave. Okay. Yeah, Ultimate really doing well in this tournament. Mostly undefeated. Move that up there. Yep. Next match, 2 versus 5. Tiny Timber versus Gil. 2 of the smallest entries in the tournament here. Oops. Whoops. Why would it reset the button to the top there? Hang on. There we go. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Quite the discussion of hair versus hanger in the chat here. But we're getting into the second last match of the 5th round. Tiny Timber versus Gil. Interesting matchup. Both of these monsters had moves removed. Which moves were more optimized for the selection here? Flail, landing at 69%. Nice. 459 damage. Tiny Timber is angry, goes for a Cursed Dance, lands it. Minus 63 guts, and Gil is furious. After losing that much, yeah, that's a lot. Still, though, Tiny Timber gonna have to do something. Goes for another Curse Dance. Will this be enough? It is. Tiny Timber takes the victory. 2 Curse Dances versus 1 Flail. That's exactly what happened there. Fire Juggler. Missed. Should have hacked Reel onto Princess Tiny Feet. Oh, man. That would have been funny. That would have been really funny to watch. Diving Press lands. Tiny Timber is very flattened. Tiny Timber lands the Curse Dance, though. Only 187 damage. Couple of light hits coming out here. Combatants building up guts. Tiny Timber goes for the explosion, misses, only 41 damage to himself, and you can kind of see his arm kind of stretching a little bit because of that. And Gil lands the flail, KOing Tiny Timber with over 700 damage. Oh my! Wow! And this is going to 3. Look at that! That's a breaststroke. Really the hidden cannon in Gil's arsenal. Oh, wow. Diving Press. Misses. Still has 50 guts, though. Another Diving Press. This time lands. Crits. Tiny Timber responds with a Fire Spike. Lands it. Tiny Timber in just a sliver of a lead. 776 to 752. Does have the guts lead as well. Goes for Fire Juggler. Misses. Gil sitting at 50 plus guts. The AI could use a move here. Both combatants sitting at about the same amount of guts. Tiny Timber goes for explosion, but no! It misses! That'll do it for Tiny Timber. Squandered the lead by going with explosion. Oh, no! Oh. You know, in hindsight, explosion was an awful tech to put onto my monster. Gil takes it 2 matches to 1. Here we go, duplicate. Tiny Timber lost to Gil. There it is. Here. There we go. And last match of round 5. We're going to see Famine versus Seaward. Yeah, dragon guts exist. Pretty much. Famine versus Seaward. The battle of guts correction. We'll see if that works in Famine's favor, or if Seaward is just going to keep using moves over and over and completely annihilate Famine. Okay. We get a little bit of roasted metal squid thing. As Famine lands the Fire Breath and Seaward misses the Violent Shell right off the bat. Famine also lands a Bite, causing Seaward to get angry, which causes him to get bitten again. Twice bitten, once angry. The Knight in Ink, though, removes 69 guts on the dot. Nice. Another Knight in Ink, minus 37 guts this time. Seaward goes for a numbing stab, lands it. Gonna have to hit something bigger than Knight in Ink if he wants to win this. And there it is. Famine might just break the winning streak of Seaward. Oh, hey Jackie, how's it going? I'm just doing a tournament of Monster Rancher 2. All of these fine folks here, most of them in chats, raise these monsters, and yeah, I'm hosting a tournament for fun. Also, Seaward landing the Violent Shell this time, Famine falling behind. Gonna have to a little bit of work cut out for him. Soundwave misses at 63% though. Will we see the slam him down? We do! Slam him down! Lands! Doesn't do as much damage as I thought, so I'm getting excited over nothing. Famine does still have some guts though. What's he gonna do with them? Goes for a flutter, which somehow misses at 72%. Although Million Whips misses as well, it looks like Seaward's gonna get another attack in. But will Famine? That is going to be a no. With the Knights in Ink landing, Famine losing his guts at the last second. Seaward takes the second of the best of 3, and we're going to the final match of round 5. This is a nail biter, folks. Will Seaward's winning streak come to an end? Or will Famine be withered into oblivion? Another Knight in Ink. It keeps landing. Famine doesn't have any guts. Soundwave lands as well. Famine being chipped away. Knight in Ink again. Famine not having any guts. He can't do anything. Famine is just standing still. He can't take it anymore. The Knight in Ink is actually winning this match for Seaward. Huh. Oh, wow. Yep. That's it. That's, if you can't use guts, if you can't use your moves, you can't win. That's how that goes. And that was Seaward. Okay. So, we're going to take a quick break here. We've been streaming for just over 3 hours. And my voice is starting to get a little bit scratchy, so I'm going to get some water. It's going to be a bathroom break for everybody. As we plop these onto the grid where they belong. And we adjust them slightly so that they fit nicely. Alright. There we go. We're gonna say 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll be right back.